FoxBlockhead back with you again on the Salt Light Gaming multiplayer Minecraft server. This is what I was working on last episode, and this is what we'll be working on again today. Wow, it looks impressive. I am thinking of curving out some of this with stairs, but we'll get the shape going first. It's pretty impressive. I can actually see it from my house. I don't really want to go over. Hang on, let's just do a bit of a circuit around. I'm going to get rid of this dirt. I don't like the dirt being around, but I'm just going to make sure that there are no creepers to ruin my day. I've got some iron armor on, so we're not too exposed. I don't like creepers and zombies coming up and making my heart race. Oh, so how has everyone been? Salt Light was the only episode I got out last week. A bit of a shocker in terms of actually rendering videos to get out there. But that's okay. I enjoy playing on the Salt Light Gaming server, even though I don't get to play online with the boys so often. I jump on from time to time and see some of them on here, which is fine. Means I can get on and do some building. Got a couple of little projects that I'm bouncing around between. Oops. Bouncing around between the lighthouse here. I've already got 64 of those, but it's fine. Bouncing around between the lighthouse, my house, and the chess arena, which I know James is on the edge of his seat, waiting for it to be completed in its entirety. It won't be too long, James. It won't be too long at all, and we will have the battle of our lives. I'm just going to make sure that the walls go all the way down around here, and then we'll go inside. And what I want to do today, first of all, we're going to put a platform up there so I can be working not too high of heights. And I do have some of this. Oops. Just going to fill in some of these holes so it's not as holy. Holy. Kind of need to fix this up as well, don't I? Okay, so my discussion topic for today. Let's put some stuff in the chest, actually. My discussion topic for today is faith. Faith. The guys on here are Christians. They make no... what's the right way to describe this? They don't try and trick anyone. I can't reach that. About being Christians. They, they love games. They love telling you guys about what's going on, news and events, and they're getting into esports recently, which is very cool. I'll just put out. I did. That's fine. Let's do this. Come on. And so some of the discussions that come up on the server here are going to be Christian in nature, which hopefully doesn't put you guys off the episodes, off watching me here and hearing what I have to say. But hopefully you, actually do want to hear some of what I've got to say about the subject. So faith. Today I want to talk about faith, but I don't want to talk about it entirely in terms of the Bible and what the Bible has to say, and kind of make it feel like Bible bashing, essentially. But what I did want to say was in regards to engineering. Yes. I know some of you probably heard that and went, what's this guy on about? Anyway, I am an engineer. Mechanical engineer by training, and I actually teach extracurricular activities. So taking kids after school and teaching them engineering concepts and ideas in different fun and unique ways. The idea is in the STEM field, science, technology, engineering and maths, STEM. And let's put these in here, concentrate for a moment. And this week, what I did... I'll go back down and have a sleep. Let's do one more. This week what I did is I talked about Big Ben, the big clock tower in London, and I had in the middle of the room a pendulum. Now in engineering there is, and in science and in physics and the rest of it, there is a law of the pendulum. And the law of the pendulum is this: a pendulum will never return to its original starting place unless it is acted upon by an outside force. I guess it kind of goes along with one of Newton's laws, but there you have it, the law of the pendulum. And I challenged my boys, who are in grade 2 to grade 4, I challenged them whether they thought this law was true or not, whether I was telling them the truth or whether I was actually joking. And most of them said, yeah, you know, you're a trustworthy guy. They don't call me FoxBlockhead, obviously. FoxBlockhead, you're a trustworthy guy. We believe that that's the truth. And I said, are you willing to put your money where your mouth is? I actually had a pendulum set up in the classroom. And I said to the boys, do you want to actually test this theory, see if I am telling you the truth? And they kind of went, you know what, let's do it. Let's do it. Show us that it's the truth. And I went, you know what, I'm not willing to let my rope tying skills be the end of my efforts as a teacher. So even though you guys said, yes, I do believe in the law of the pendulum, I am not going to let you guys actually stand in front of the pendulum. I actually used a Kung Fu Panda ism. I didn't want the rope to unravel and hit the boys in their dumplings. So yes, but they were actually all really keen to show me that they trusted me, essentially, which is kind of cool. Really excited that they trust me that much, that they would believe what I have to say. But it's interesting, the law of the pendulum. Then when we got the parents in, the grown-ups, I gave them the same thing. And there were actually some parents, some grown-ups that said, you know what, I'm not so sure about the law of the pendulum. You've got a pendulum set up there. I'm guessing you've actually tested it with the boys. But when it comes to putting your money where your mouth is, I'm just not so sure about this whole law of the pendulum thing. Having a weight hanging up to my nose and then letting it go and not moving. I don't know how much I believe it. I don't know how much faith I have in the law of the pendulum. Now, I do have a Bible verse to read. It's just a very short one. It can be found in the Bible in the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Now, I know it's not talking about pendulums. I know it's talking about heaven. And as Christians, we have a hope of heaven. And we're sure of the things that we don't see. But this week, it was just not in any sort of a church Christian context whatsoever. But that verse just popped into my head. And I thought, you know what? That's actually still kind of relevant. That we're sure of what we hope for and certain of what we don't see. Especially in engineering. It's just one of those things that we have faith that the engineers have done their job. We trust the engineers that the bridges are not going to fall down. We trust engineers that our buildings, our houses, are not going to fall down. We trust the engineers that the airbags in our car are going to work if required. And we trust guys like Einstein and Newton and other guys in that kind of area, in that field, that they've done the work, they've solved the theories, and they know what they're talking about. We have this incredible trust, and yeah, like I said, as Christians, we have an incredible faith, an incredible trust that that we believe that Jesus is preparing us a place in heaven. That believing that Jesus died on the cross is enough. And sometimes I think about that and go, that is crazy. That I would hope that. But, and I know that a lot of Christians will actually say this to you if you ask them, as in it's their answer, not the party line or anything, that it's crazy enough to be true, that they believe it. Yeah, call me insane if you like. But yeah, one of those things. And just one of those incredible things that with their life, when your heart just gets changed, it's just, yeah, just incredible. But yeah, something that was just completely not Jesus, Bible, Christianity related, and just made me think of how much faith we have, how much trust we have in things like pendulums, and that we have to have that trust for these things to actually work and kind of do their job. But anyway. Whoa! Almost fell down there. That's a long way down. I'm a long way. Where am I? Y equals 103. I'm not that high up. I still got another 100 blocks I can use. I may have actually turned clouds off. Oh no, there's clouds up and about. So my other project on this server, my fear of heights is kicking in. I'm actually going to put another level up here. Not another level, another floorway. That's not really the right way to say it. Another floor. Oops. I'm going to put another floor up here, and I think that is about what I want for my lighthouse. I just got to work out how I'm going to do the top, because I want it to kind of bulge out again and have up the top here. I'm going to have some redstone, and then from time to time I can actually have the redstone turned on. Not all the time, because I don't want the server to lag for the other fellas, but from time to time have, yes. How do I get back down there? Let's go this way. Oh dear. Fall damage. Oh dear. Is there a big tall tree that I can jump down onto? Hello, tall trees. Oh dear. So yes, mother. You know what, let's do this. Oh, that's why that was there like that. There we go. We can get up onto this level, and then we can jump up and do the next level. Let's go down and have a look and see from the outside what's been going on, what it looks like. So yes, hope, faith, and oh, that's right, yes. And I was also reminded of a fella called Thomas in the Bible, who doubted that Jesus had died and rose from the dead. Yeah, that is an impressive lighthouse. City on a hill. City on a hill. Yes, now I just need some sort of a bulb out the top. That's going to look great. It's going to look great. Yes, Thomas, doubting Thomas is also often known as, who didn't believe that Jesus died and rose from the dead. And because of that, he actually needed extra proof. He needed Jesus to come to him, show him that the nail holes in his hands, for him to believe that Jesus had risen from the dead. That's just crazy. Just crazy to think about. That not just that Jesus did that, but that he would have actually done it, put his fingers in the nail holes. That just kind of weirds me out. But he did it, and that was what he needed to believe. So there you go. Some of us need to actually see it to believe it. Others just know. So I guess my question for today is, what camp are you in? Do you believe it because you've heard it? Or do you have to actually see it? Do you have to put your fingers in the nail holes? So to speak. So to speak. Anyway, it's getting night time here. I'm going to go to sleep. Got another couple of episodes to record tonight. So I've got some stuff for the week. It's nearly night time. That'd be right. Alrighty guys, thanks very much for watching. You stay salty. And I'll see you later, alligators.